right. I'm back. Morning, Kovacs. How are you today? Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm ready to be done with these desks. That is for sure. Ready to be done, move on to something else. Maybe I'll just take a few days to play some video games. Not that it's bad by any means, but it's just I'm ready to work on something that's mine. Oh man. Yeah, for sure. Cords. One of these days I gotta organize all these cords everywhere. Oh, I keep falling. Don't know what I'm doing. Oh no, where's the camera? Okay, that should be okay. Anyway, so all I got left, this one needs to be, I need to finish sanding the back part of it. So on the back part, I'm gonna take off all these corners, and then I need to stain this one, and then the rest just need finish. So I think I'm gonna try, I've never used wipe-on poly before, but we're gonna try some wipe-on poly and see how it works. Otherwise, I do have regular paint on poly, but I don't really want to use a brush. And I forgot to get foam brushes. So, oh, I don't need that Starlight thing anymore. I will take that off. What are you up to today, ma'am? Working, probably. What spray on poly. What are you considering? Nice. Yeah. Grayish stain last night. Cool. Did you do a few test pieces too? Oh. I'm just gonna sand this thing real quick. You already have the chairs. You already have chairs then? They made? Just gonna get this done real quick. Chat. Probably good enough. Oh, anyway, so we already got the kitchen chairs. So you have to darken them blue. You gotta try and match them. Maybe difficult. You don't really have a test piece, do you? You bought them. Probably not even worth trying to match them. Just try and choose something that's not the same but blends. Oh yeah. That's a good idea. Wonder if there's any guides anywhere that can help match stains, match like color guides. Cold. Of course they do. one thing I'm not patient enough to try and test things. Although I consider myself to be a patient person. I usually just go with it and hope it works out. Or accept the results after I... Oh boy, I don't need this one on. A little tired today, man. Stayed up a little bit later last night, I guess, but I worked the whole weekend, so not really. I was stuck on my computer all day. 12-hour shifts. Yeah, I wasn't busy either, which is a whole nother issue. Usually when it's busy, the days go by fast. That's kind of nice, but yep, I was just kind of up to my own devices. Danger. Hey, how are you? Man. Good evening, I suppose it is for you. Sounded like you were having some internet issues yesterday. Did you get those figured out? I'm doing pretty damn well myself. Happy to be nearly finished with these desks. Thought about putting some Christmas music on, but I don't have any royalty-free stuff. Though I am signed up for Pretzel. Haven't really dinked around with it yet. Once I get this corner cleaned up, then I'll start staining. We'll pre-stain the legs. Yeah. Have a cup of tea. This corner had a big old void in it when I started messing with it. Well, I'm pretty good. I don't know how anyone else is. I think Kovacs is working. So, about as good as you could probably get for being working, I guess. Good. Seems like everyone's doing pretty good. Well, did you hear about the Russian hackers? It's all over the news. I don't even know what it means. I suppose they probably don't even know what it means. Apparently a group of Russian hackers hacked was it the US Treasury and maybe another department? And I thought I read they got access to email. I don't know what it means, but I suppose we'll find out. Alright. Now we can worry about pre-stain. Let's just get the rags. Yeah, I think I guess I don't want to make it a political stream. So whatever. danger. I suppose you're worried about the news in the UK with the Brexit and everything. All kinds of interesting stuff going on in the world. If it is, I don't know anything about any Chinese agents. I haven't really read too much into it. Though I have a whole bunch of emails I need to read. That probably gives some insight. All right, so we're gonna pre-stain the legs. And then we'll put the regular stain on all of it. And then this is the last one we have to stain, so excited for this to be done. And hopefully, I don't know, it'd be nice if these only required one coat finish. I guess that's kind of what I expected. What's up, Slim Jim? Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's not terrible. Yeah, China's had a long campaign for a long time. Whether it's intellectual property or that was known for a long time. They're trying to I mean, really for all countries, they're trying to, I mean, the way they deal with intellectual property and trade secrets. I mean, it's good for everybody. But, I mean, I could go on about that for hours. It's not that interesting. It's just kind of expected at this point. Yeah, we're heating up, I bought the Dynaglow electric heater. I'll show it to you, I think. This camera, no, not the clinch cam. This won't work. So yeah, it's like a 7,500 watt electric heater. I like it, other than that it's like it costs a lot to heat. It's not terribly loud. I think it's running right now. It's probably louder than I would like. But it's not terribly. It's just like a fan running. I only run it when I'm not here. If I got the cars parked in here and I need to melt the snow off. It costs a lot to keep running. It's actually super cheap to buy compared to like a gas heater or I mean, it's probably the cheapest option to buy right out. It's also the easiest to install because you just run a cable. Yeah, I think this one was like 120 bucks at Menards, something like that. Very, very cheap. 20, yep. I can actually, I think, no, maybe it can't be wired for one. It can, but yeah, so it just needs a double circuit and extra wire. But yeah, I ran a cable from the, you can kind of see my, behind the desk is my circuit box, breaker box. I just ran it up through the ceiling over to that side. Easiest thing. Yeah. 220 is a lot easier to do than I thought, so I'm sure it's pretty easy to do for anybody. The hardest part is running the cable, so if you're just going through the ceiling of the garage, it's easy. But my dad's an electrician, so I'm kind of a little bit I don't know. I had someone to talk to anyway. Turret capability. So your breaker panel, does your breaker panel have any extra spots? As long as there's extra spots, you can definitely put it in. You need two. In a normal breaker panel, you'll have two breakout tabs. That's all you need is two of them. You can actually do it with one if you have the right circuit breaker, but I think there's a lot of rules that come into play code-wise. That's depending on where you live. There's different codes for every. Yeah, pretty much. What? Where's your breaker panel? Well, it depends on a lot of factors then. It depends on, I mean, where's your main breaker panel? Because the other two breaker panels feed off of a main that comes to your house. Usually no one has two main panels. So your main panel would feed those other two panels. And then, yeah, there's a lot that comes into play when it comes to wire size and what's on it. I'm not an electrician. I just have done a lot with this stuff. So, but if you're taking from your main breaker panel, it's pretty much as simple as having the breaker space. But also, if it's 220, and if come visit, yeah. Yeah. But usually a table saw, assuming it's not a giant table saw, but this one I can run on 220, even though it's running on 110 right now. All I'd have to do is flip a couple of wires in the motor and it will run on 220, and then it only sucks like 7 amps. Same size. I think this is 1.5 horses, something like that. It's not very big, but yeah, it only takes like 7, so it can run on a 20 amp circuit. Whereas some of the bigger ones, you might need a bigger. I think most of them are 20 amps, so I don't think anything's running on a bigger or table saw. But if you're running like this heater is about, I think I have a 40 amp. Yeah, it's a 40 amp. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna run a 240, you're gonna need a dedicated circuit. You don't want to put it on a circuit with anything else. and mine's 40 amps, which might be a little bit under. Again, required at 45 on the instructions, but my dad said a 40 is fine, so. Yeah, if you're doing it strictly for heating, it needs to be quite different. Yeah. Well, it's good you're a planner. Like I like to plan things as well, but and if I didn't, I still like don't know what I'm doing. Like I could have a plan in my head, but things change on the fly all the time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, everything in this garage I wired myself. So I have like, probably don't need this camera anymore, but all these lights in the ceiling. And I did all the sheetrock, except for I didn't do around the garage doors because I want to get new garage doors. So all the lights we did, and I put receptacles in all the walls. I had one outlet in here when I moved in. Thanks. It was a fun time. And I thought for sure I put enough outlets. I have like an outlet every like 4 feet or so. And I still need more outlets. Can't believe it. It's incredible. I should have put doubles for every outlet. I don't know, because I have, okay, everything's insulated in my garage. I don't have enough in the attic, but the little bit that I do have, it helps a lot. And everything is mostly air sealed as well, except for the ceiling, because I want vapors to rise and go out. So the walls are vapor sealed or locked or whatever. The ceiling is not, but I have cellulose in the ceiling. But anyway, it does, because I don't have as much in the ceiling, it does seem to get cold pretty quickly. But it almost, even when it's really cold, it hardly ever goes below freezing in here. I think that's the main thing. If I were to pull in my car, all the snow is gonna melt off. As long as it stays above freezing. But also in the summer, it is amazing to have insulation. In the summer, I can, it hardly ever gets hot. It like insulates and protects it from the heat. So like at night, I might open it up when it's cool. And then when I close it in the morning, or it keeps it cool throughout the day as long as I don't open the doors. So I don't even need an air conditioner here in the summer because it really just, insulation maintains it. I'm glad I did. I spent basically my last year, I spent basically the whole summer working on this garage. And finally this year, I'm basically only now able to enjoy it. Good top. Sorry, computer. Debated on whether or not to stream today. This is just gonna be me wiping stuff on a desk all day. Yeah. I gotta talk to people. Well, thanks. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I was going for. Just nice and chill. Not trying to worry about anything. Honestly, me too. It's like all my friends just wanna not do this. When I was growing up, my mom used to have raft night with her very good friends. And that was like sewing and crafts and arts and projects. And I'd like to do something like that for like woodworking. Instead of craft night, it would be like shop night. Just come and hang out in the garage, bring a project or start a project or anything. Spread out and share the tools and have a lot of fun. Tupperware parties, yeah. I'm gonna go grab another desk. Yeah. I think my friends really admire it, maybe. But I don't think anyone is interested in trying to do it. And that's essentially what led me to Twitch, because I think it's fun to share this with people. Ooh. All right, just cleaning up a bit. I get poly on anything. This is what we're using today. I've used poly many times, but not to wipe on stuff, so we'll see how it goes. Shake before use. Apply a liberal amount. 2 to 3 hours dry time. So the stuff I did for the other desk was just stain. I applied some pre-stain conditioner to the legs because they're softwood. And then I applied stain to the whole of everything. That was the last desk I had to stain. All the other desks, 7 other desks, I have already stained and they're ready to finish. So we're starting to finish. Yeah. And it's like it almost wasn't worth staining. Like I should have got a little bit darker stain. I need some more rags. I had some white stain too, but it just looked, on the test piece, the white stain looked like it just looked really unfinished. I'll probably use the white stain on the star I intend to make. All right, if this gets too smelly, I might have to end early or something. I don't know. Just passes out. What would you guys do if I just fell over? Oh God. Oof, using a lot of this. Might have to get some more. I don't have a clue. Good morning, Teelit. How are you? Suppose you can report the channel and be like, this guy's dead. Hell yeah. Is it Monday? Yeah, it is. Oh my God. When you work from home, the days just kind of blend together. Yeah, dude. You think there'd be some kind of, I don't know. Something we can do. 3 years? Jesus. I mean, it's kind of nice working from home, but like, yeah, a couple nice things about it. This is definitely gonna need more than one coat. It's just sucking it up. I don't feel too high right now, so that's probably good. just mild hallucinations. Oh my God. Something weird must have been in the tea. Or I'm just nailing too many things. It's actually not too bad. I think the stain was worse. Except for I should have bought more poly. Maybe the next coat will be paint on stuff. The wipe on stuff just always goes on so much more easy or like even. It seems to me anyway. I haven't used wipe on poly before, but I've wiped on other finishes. Alright. Just keep lifting by the bottom and then I can just keep moving one by one. See a few fingerprints on the bottom. Soaked it right up. Maybe I put one coat on the legs, interior. And then we do a paint-on coat for the top in the pencil tray, and then it's extra thick in the mostly used areas. And I'm not wasting a ton of time. All right, that's one coat of poly on the first desk. Fingerprints on the bottom. Okay. Bunny? Maybe I am hallucinating a bit. I'm seeing bunnies now. Made a cheese quesadilla. Made a cheese quesadilla for breakfast. It was delicious. And I'd do it again. Anytime. Yeah, there's no reason to put poly on the inside of this. I don't know why I'm even worrying about it. All I had left in the fridge, because I haven't been to the grocery store in a while, was pre-shredded Mexican cheese. It's a Mexican mixture. So I don't know. It's like a mixture of a whole bunch of cheeses that are not even close to Mexican. It's like cheddar, probably mozzarella, maybe probably another kind of cheddar. It's like cheese for American tacos, essentially. I think they put like chili spice in it or something. Hey, Luis. It's nice to see you. How are you doing today? Good. I'm great. I was debating on whether or not to stream today, but might as well, I guess. Anyone who doesn't know, oh no, my glove broke. So I made these desks. I don't know if I gave you the full spiel on the desks, but the desks are for the Minnesota Tool Library. But they're making desks. They're kind of put a commission out for a whole bunch of people to make these desks for students who are going to school from home and either can't afford a desk or they don't have a desk. So I volunteered to make them, and so now I'm just on the finishing stages. So I can probably show you how many I've got going. Making 8 of them. Oh yeah. So yeah, I stained them, and then and now I'm putting on a polyurethane finish coat. So wipe on poly is what I'm doing. Yeah, they're not too bad. Could have done worse. I certainly could have done better as well, but oh, thanks, ladies. Yeah, it was just kind of I think it's just kind of helping me through the pandemic and keeping me busy. Otherwise, I'd just be playing video games probably. So there's nothing wrong with video games, but definitely don't feel accomplished after I play 8 hours straight. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I don't know if this is showing exactly. It comes up to right there. I'm about, how tall am I? I think I'm around 5'9". Hi, Cheryl. How are you, Cheryl? Yeah, so they're like literally like the size of a school desk. Good. Glad to hear it, Cheryl. I'm pretty good. I'm gonna be happy to get these done. Luis's, if anyone doesn't know, Luis's wife is a streamer for food and drink. She's awesome. So go and give her a follow at Mrs. Ruby. Literally just type out Mrs. Ruby. Oh, Cheryl. Man. Cheryl's a streamer too. She's on a different screen name though. So. But Cheryl, when are you gonna stream next? Got any winter streams coming up? Happy to watch that. Sometimes. You should have a winter bonfire. Seems like something the northerner would do. What's up, Crossed Gear? How are you today? Man, you're kind of looking nice. If it weren't for the need for speed. Big plants. Oh yeah, because it got snowy. Yeah, gotta forage for berries. Oh, snowstorm fire. That would be cool as hell. That would be so cool. Just like in a blizzard. What's up, guys? In the chat. Drinking some brandy, maybe. In the middle of a snowstorm. That'd be sweet. One of these days, I plan on doing a snowblowing stream. Since I work from home on our first good snow, I think I'm just gonna hook up the cameras. Snow time lapse would be awesome. I should get the GoPro ready for the first snow. First good snow. Do a time lapse. Yeah. Holy smokes. That's probably just as much as we ever get. And sometimes we get more than. Thanks, Crossfed. Thank you very much for the host. Thanks very much. Oh, I have on the start of the stream, I had a time lapse of my mowing the lawn. I put the GoPro, I attached it to like one of the bars on my mower. Went to town. I have one with the weed whacker too, but it's not as good. Then I have a couple bike. It's not technically a time lapse, but I sped up the video. Yeah. It's pretty neat. No. Not the pizza rolls. Or pizza rolls. They never even got their first taste. I'm gonna run out of poly very fast. Travesty. Oh man. Consider it your chance to upgrade. Now you have an excuse to upgrade. Well, at least you're not out. It's rolls. All right, that one's good. If I run out of steam before I finish all these desks, or finish, I'm gonna have to go to the store. Although, I don't know why this other polyurethane can't be wiped on. Probably has some other formulation, I guess. Beefaroni. Yeah, I guess gotta take care of the kids. Or something. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's how it works. You're doing it wrong. Oh yeah, definitely the neighbor kids. Those poor people that you're donating them to. They don't know what they're getting into. I'm certainly glad I don't have any kids to donate. I'd gladly do push-ups. I don't like this one. Just toss it. Has anyone ever done that at Goodwill? You take something to Goodwill or like another donation place, and they're like, "Oh, we don't take that." And I'm immediately offended. Like, my crap isn't good enough for you? Other people would love to have this crap. Oh man. And like they don't take I think it was like microwaves. It's like, dude, this is like a perfectly good microwave. Shit, really? They don't want them sleeping on in the parks or whatever? I don't know. We got weird rules about stuff. Yeah, I guess. They're all doing what they need to do. Yeah. I think a lot of people do stuff for insurance reasons a lot of times. There's some places I worked where they had the insurance company come and say, you can't do that. Oh, that's such a bummer. That would be stupid. Like, somebody's donating like legit restaurant food to you. Man, big bummer. Ugh. It's probably just like another thing that reinforces like specific types of foods that aren't necessarily that good for you. Like if you can only ever get canned or boxed foods, they're probably not going to be the best types of foods. Bummer. Ugh. You have a bunch of restaurants here that have really stepped it up, and they're basically running as a charity right now. They're just making food. They like switched from restaurant producing takeout meals to like only doing meals for less fortunate. Yeah. So it's really disappointing to see that a lot of restaurants are probably going to have to close. But there's a lot of restaurants that I think recognize that and are just like doing as much good as they can right now. Yeah. It's so sad. I don't know. I asked my family to not get me any Christmas gifts unless they're gift cards to local businesses this year. Oh, the family restaurants are tough. I mean, as far as regulations go, people are gonna do what they need to do. Like, you can regulate everything you want, but people are just gonna do what they need to eventually. I mean, I've learned that in a few different ways now. Like if you're a cop in a small town, you start pulling over people and giving them speeding tickets all the time, that small town's probably gonna rebel, defund you or something. Thanks, still okay? kind of weird how these gloves just start reacting to the chemicals. They like start like getting hard. It's weird. It's like they're melting. People are a little too happy now. I don't know about that, because I think if you're giving someone a service, there is a certain degree of responsibility. Like, yeah, if you died from someone donated food that had lead in it, or I don't know, that they knew that they were doing something wrong with. Yeah. We're definitely going overboard with it. Like, one of the things you remember the court case everyone talked about the hot cup of coffee? Like, that was a big thing for a while. Like, everyone was like, oh, these people sued McDonald's for having a hot cup of coffee and they burned themselves. There's a lot more to that story. Yeah, there's a lot more about that. Well, that's the thing too. They had like many complaints about hot coffee and multiple burns. There was multiple issues going on. It was like unreasonably hot too. Like, cruise control was autopilot. That had to have been super frivolous. I mean, you pretty much can sue for anything. Like, people get away with it all the time. I mean, look at our, I'm not trying to get political here, but look at the president. That's what he does. I'm not just talking about the election, but just about everything. He gets his way by suing. It's just how the system is set up. And then like, I guess I don't understand why there's, when you're talking about a homeless shelter, yeah, no, you just sue them and then they just hope that they win because they're afraid to pay for a lawyer to defend themselves. Did he win though, or did they just settle it? Because like my understanding is that most of the frivolous lawsuits are just settled because they're sick of dealing with it. That's going to cost more to defend themselves. I don't know. There's also a lot to be said about how much it costs to like defend yourself. Like if you're being sued and you can't afford a decent lawyer, like you're pretty much guaranteed to lose. So, is that justice? Like you can even say that for, you can almost even say that for criminal court too, like. Yep. Like it's to the point where some people get sued and they have to like start a GoFundMe to defend themselves. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what I did when I had a car I had to claim lemon law on. And the dealership basically wasn't working with me. So I hired a lawyer to file a lemon law lawsuit. And all they did was pay me out. They said they'll agree to fix my car. And then they just gave me like some money. And then I traded in my car. Jesus. I don't know. It's one thing to keep your coffee that hot, but it's a total another thing to like have multiple people for a long time come up like, dude, this coffee is so hot, I can't fucking touch it. And probably, I think multiple people got burned in that case. And then they still don't make a change. That's lawsuit material. have multiple complaints and issues, and blatantly do nothing about it, that's when you hit lawsuit territory. Just like the car, took it in multiple times to get it fixed. Oh, 8 days? I mean, my understanding is that there were third-degree burns. It's been a while since we studied that in college. Yeah. I don't know, I did a lot of, we had a big long class about that in college, so I remember some of the details. But it's still, with the fact that it's still brought up, people are like, oh, you sued for a cup of coffee. People still bring it up like it's a frivolous thing. I don't know, there's something wrong with that. All right, we have finish on 4 desks. Oh. Yeah, it reads a little different that way. Suppose, like with almost everything nowadays, it's not as simple as the headline. Context is important. I don't know how many times I get asked to do tasks. People are like, just do this, without giving me the context of what I'm doing. And it bugs the hell out of me. It's like, you can't do a good job unless you know what you're doing the job for, or why we're doing it, or what we want the end result to be. Context matters so much. Do not own an air fryer, and I'm hoping to never own an air fryer. do have a convection oven, or an oven that will do convection. I mean, they're not, I'm not gonna yuck anyone's yum. You like your air fryer, more power to you. I'm just not a big fan. Although if I found like a multiple use scenario for an air fryer, then maybe I would consider it. Yeah, whoever didn't start doing that immediately is stupid. They should have done that as soon as the air fryer even starting to be getting any sort of popularity. I mean, an air fryer can technically get a little hotter, I guess. It's probably a little quicker because you don't have to warm it up. I'm happy not to have to spend any more money. Another gadget. I already have an Instant Pot. Yeah. Air fryer. I think almost all electric ovens have a convection setting now. Anyway, I'm not here to bash anybody who likes their air fryer and has one. It's smaller, so it probably would be easier to clean. Oh, sorry. Sous vide. I have a sous vide. Sous vide takes significantly less counter space. Just throw it in the cabinet. Plus, it's a multitasker. Yeah. I don't know. I use my sous vide for eggs a lot. If you've ever done sous vide eggs, you can make a soft boiled egg. You can make the egg. This is the best thing in the world. I use my sous vide. You put the egg directly in the water and you get it perfect. So it's like a poached egg inside of the egg. So all I do, once you get it to that perfect point, you can take the egg, crack it into a bowl, and it's a perfect poached egg. And you never used any plastic for it. And it's super easy. It's amazing. That's the reason I bought the sous vide. And it's got so many other uses besides that. And that's probably the reason I don't buy an air fryer either, because it's not as multitasking. Well, that's good too. Prepackaged, yeah. Pressure cookers are super great as well. My grandma's afraid of it too. Oh, I hope that wasn't an insult. But no, that makes complete sense. There's a lot of people that are afraid of them. They kind of have a bad rap. Yeah, I should probably settle down a bit. Yeah, the pressure cooker, definitely don't want to cook stuff that cooks fast. Like my grandma bought the Instant Pot, and she doesn't really get all the functions of it really, so she'll like cook chicken breast or pork loin or something that cooks really quickly in it. And that's not really what it's for. It's for making long cooks quicker. So like pork butt, like really tough cuts of meat that need long cooking time. I do chili in it all the time. Or chicken stock. I make chicken stock a lot. My pressure cooker. Yeah. Perfect function. Or like if I'm doing barbecue on the grill and it's not done yet, and I want to eat a little bit faster, I'll take it off the grill, throw it in the Instant Pot, finish cooking in a third of the time. Then there's people that cook chicken breasts in it, which works, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. So you're probably gonna overcook it. Interesting. Oh man. There's so much you can do with a pressure cooker. Ooh, beef stew. I love beef stew. I don't cook beef anymore at all, really, because my girlfriend can't eat it. So I miss it all the time. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think she's working and not watching. Although I don't think she ever watches this anyway. But Hopefully this one's good. It's fine. Which, I don't know. She actually loves, like, when we watch Twitch on our big TV just about every night. There's a few streamers that we are pretty, I want to say religious about, but we follow a few people pretty darn closely. But Twitch has been an absolute lifesaver in this pandemic. Hey Cheryl, what's up? I mean, I'm kind of the same way when I'm working. I have streamers on. But it's like having a whole new group of friends. It's quite nice. That's really cool. Geekse. Maybe I'll give him a follow. Or Geeksa. Geekse? Geeksa? Most of the streams I watch are food and drink. And there's a whole bunch of makers and crafting. Geekse? Canadian. Gotta love those Canadian streamers. Oh. Dang it. Yeah, dude, my Twitch experience has been an interesting one. Like, you only think of Twitch, or, like, originally you only think of Twitch as a video game platform. Yeah, Twitch has got so much on it. It's kind of a shame that Twitch isn't like advertising this more. I don't know why they aren't, because it's so much fun. Yeah, I've hardly even been doing this. I've hardly been doing this for any time at all, so there's tons more people. Yeah, I don't remember who it was exactly, but there was like a group. Yeah. It's weird. But there's got to be something to be said for doing stuff other than video games as a live stream. I guess maybe YouTube is taking most of the traffic for that stuff, but it doesn't even seem like they're advertising it very much. Yeah. I think for me, I mostly get the it makes a lot more sense for like food. You can see people fail. Yeah, but I think most of that's an issue with production, not necessarily being productive. Yeah, Teelit. If anyone doesn't know, Teelit's been streaming her tea parties, and she sells tea and has some really fun conversations on her streams. So I want to give her a follow if you like tea and you like good conversation. She's great. But yeah, if I'm like sitting here, as long as I am able to talk, I wouldn't say that I don't get as much done, because right now I'm getting probably more done. But as soon as I am unable to talk, like I'm sanding or something, then that's when it becomes difficult to stream. Got to be able to talk. And I have everything, all the words are in my ear. I have text-to-speech. So I'm not like constantly looking at the screen all the time, although it seems like I am a lot. The text-to-speech helps me. Oh, Cheryl, you probably would love her stream. Yeah. It would definitely, I would have to get a lot of things different if people actually start liking me. Tea, that's great. And her teas are absolutely amazing, like really high quality if you like tea. I don't think I'll ever be able to get my grandma to like tea, as hard as I try. Anyway, though, I think particularly I love the food streams the most. It's like watching a cooking show, but you get to participate and you get to see the screw-ups. I love the screw-ups. Another thing is like you watch Bobby play and Guy Fieri or whatever, and they don't seem human. It's like you're only seeing the guy at their very best. It doesn't seem real. Like they're just a character. Then there's the video games, which are cool as hell, but really only use Twitch video game streamers to like tell me whether or not I'm gonna like a game. I'm not gonna sit and watch someone play Call of Duty all day long. If I think I might like Call of Duty, I'll go watch it for a few hours, decide whether or not it's worth purchasing. Which it's probably not. Yeah. Yeah, that's a problem. Oh yeah? Dr. Mario? What's good about playing Dr. Mario? You make it interesting? I do think Nintendo games are a little bit easier to watch. Certainly couldn't hurt. Actually, I should say there is one type of game stream that I would watch for hours, and it's the role-play games. Not like fantasy, like literal role-playing. Yeah, on POV. I'm talking about like games where you're doing improv acting, essentially. What? You should definitely stream that. Moms would be a good gaming stream. I would love to watch moms play some games, especially if they've never played before. Tef is a totally different kind of streamer, though. Tef is like a cool dude. And he doesn't sit and play COD all day. I have not. I'm sure Cheryl would be interested in that. To anyone who doesn't know, Cheryl's pretty much trying to make a mom stream. Grandma that plays Skyrim. Actually, maybe I have heard of that. I think there was something on Reddit or something that I read about the grandma who plays Skyrim. Huh. That might be good reference material, Cheryl. Really? So you're moving along, huh? You ready, player mom? Call this one good. Oh. Ooh. All right, this is number 7. And number 8's gonna take a while. I have to let the stain completely dry before I put poly on it. So this is essentially the last desk I have to apply poly to today. And my next project, I plan on working on a new star. So maybe I'll show you some of the materials I have for that. So I planed out some pallet wood. So I can show you the pallet wood I made. Better conditioned. Oh, dry run. Hell yeah. I mean, that's going to be one of the most interesting gaming streams. I would think so, anyway. Like, it seems you have to offer way more than just gaming now to make it at all popular. I don't know. I like the improv acting streams where they're playing a game and doing RP, where it's basically just improv acting. Love that. And Kit Boga showed me all that stuff. I don't know what Kit Boga is. That's another thing. I really wish I would have gotten into streaming earlier so that my shed build, because I first started streaming that shed, and it had no production value. It had I hadn't figured out any of the streaming software yet. So, and I'm missing a whole bunch of videos because I didn't realize they delete them after a while. Wish I would have done that a little better. Lemon iron, all that jazz. miss it now too. I'm happy it's done, but that was really a lot of fun. You think? I had the same kind of deal. Well, I guess this is what the stream is essentially, just me working and chatting. Perfect. Yeah. I don't know if anyone noticed, but I put channel points. You can reward a food. The rewards are a food stream, a gaming stream. I think I put something else on there too. So people can request that I do another type of stream. I should have a channel point reward that I draw something for on SketchUp. If you want me to draw something, I can try and draw it. That might be nice. Yeah. Oh, I do watch Tom Thanks. I love Tom Thanks. Painting with Borb. That's so good. Pure improv acting. I love anything that has to do with improv. Love it. GTA RP, Red Dead Redemption RP. It's all improv acting. Oh. Yeah, he's awesome. And I only found him because of Kit Boga as well. Kit Boga rated him. Kit Boga is another one of my favorites. He's a giant streamer. Tom Thinks is amazing. What's really funny, the first time I watched it and I showed it to my girlfriend, she immediately called out the city he lives in. It was just kind of weird. Oh, really? Improv cello. Sounds awesome. We'll have to go back through chat. Click on them. Oh, yeah. It's really nice being in the small channels, actually being able to engage. I don't know, I'm kind of weird though. Try to practice my comedy routines on people all the time. When I lived in we lived in a condo, my girlfriend and I, before we moved into this house, and next door neighbor taught cello classes. I was never upset. Oh, he plays bass? Heck yeah. Cello was pretty much just a bass, right? It was the School of Rock. He's like, cello, you got yourself a bass. Cool. There's a few music streamers I follow too. That's a lot of fun. I don't get too into the music stuff, but it is a lot of fun. You know, the rapper Murs, he's on Twitch, and he does long streams where he's just rapping to the words that are in chat. It's amazing. I guess that's kind of improv too. Rapping to the words in chat. He's like a legit rapper too, like. Locations. Huh. Timberland. Yeah, music's good. The problem that we find sometimes is that there's too many damn good streamers. I can't watch them all the time. Like when I'm working, I'm constantly flipping back and forth, or I got two on at once. I do that quite a bit. All right. My grandma was just trying to call me. My pocket was vibrating. So I think if these need one more coat of poly, I'm I'm gonna put on the brush stuff. That way we can get a thicker coat. I don't want to have to do more than 2. But I'll put on a brush coat on the top and maybe at the bottom of this pencil tray. So there's a thicker coat on the most used areas, and the rest can just have one. I think that will be fine. The goal of these desks was that the kids can like do whatever they want to them. They can paint them, they can draw on them. So I don't really think we need to protect them that well. Kids are gonna do whatever they want to them. Especially if they're older kids, they're just like, yep, skull goes here. All right, I'm gonna take this one back. All right, I got a little classroom over here. Show you what I'm looking at. I now feel a little more accomplished now that the first coat is on. Let's do this camera. Not the clinch cam. Class is in session. You know, after the fumes go away. Sit down and shut up. This is gonna be, I hope they like. Thanks Kovacs, thanks. I only was on the hook for 2 desks. I told them I could make 2 desks by Christmas. So I didn't tell them I made 8. So I hope that they need 8. Oh, yeah, unappreciative kids. I can only imagine that the kids would be like, thanks, now I have to go to school at home. Yeah. It's a Christmas miracle. So in a way, I'm kind of saying, screw you kids, go to school from home, which I'm okay with. So I'm just setting up show you all this pallet wood that I planed. Oh. All right. Now I can kind of show you what we got going on here. I don't really have the best camera set up, so it's kind of hard to show everything. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Let's see this. There. So, yeah, I took these across the planer, and I had to buy. These are just all pallet woods that I took off of a old pallet, and I now need a new planer blade because these pretty much destroyed it. I got every single one of the nails out. I don't think there was a single nail in it. But the pallet wood is like, I mean, these things are scraped across the ground and blacktop. There's so many rocks in there. It just immediately wore out my planer blade. So now I know why pallet wood is so crappy. But there were a few like hardwood pieces in here, so that was kind of cool. Like this is I'm pretty sure this is a piece of ash. Yeah, if you're gonna do pallet wood, you really need to have a blade you don't care about. Like I would love to show you the blade. It's absolutely trashed. I bought new blades because I wasn't even gonna try and. Well, I might still try and sharpen them a little bit, but they're never gonna be even or flat again. I'll put them on the grinder, and maybe if I need to do more pallet wood, I can use a crappy blade. But anyway, so yeah, this will be the next project. As soon as these desks are delivered, I think I really want to make that star so I can put it up before. It'd be nice to put it up before Christmas as a Christmas decoration. It's not terribly complicated. I made a prototype, and this only took a couple hours with the planing even, so that'll be fun. Is there anything else I want to show you guys? Anything you guys want to see? Before I head out? Those have finish on them, so I gotta wait at least a few hours before I do any more. Ooh, the new case information is out in my state. Oh, good numbers today. It's not statistically significant. Hey, thanks, Kovacs. I didn't want to do it because I thought finishing might not be the best thing to stream, but I actually am glad I did. I should know now that any task where I can talk freely is going to be good for streaming. Worked lettuce is on. Well, it's the same for me. if I'm working, I've always got Twitch on in the background. Thanks. You guys are really great. I just gotta say that you guys are a lot of fun. You seem like good people. Um, he did trick me. I'm sure it wouldn't be hard. uh, you guys are all great. We're gonna go see Worked Lettuce. He's another kind of woodworking guy, and he's working on a router, a benchtop router, I believe, right now. And he's another pretty good guy. He has like a whole fitness thing in his garage. So you have a good day too, Kovacs. Cheryl, have a great day. Teelit, I hope you're streaming later, Teelit. I'll tune in. Crossthread, I've been lurking on your stream quite a bit. So yeah, if anyone doesn't know, Crossthread is a streamer and he's got a lot of CNC projects going, so it's cool. All right, we'll talk to you later. Have a good day.
Oh boy. Ah, Snake Eye DIY. Hell yeah, man. I was gonna say, Boyd, I feel like you'd be happy to know that I believe we share the same wind air filter. Raid one true Kovacs. Welcome in. I was in here already. Also came in with the raid. I love when that happens. Shout out Snake Eye DIY. Hell yeah, man. What's when filter hype? That's what I'm talking about. What is going on, Snake Eye? How was your stream? What were you working on? I feel like I met you last week during this whole charity thing, and I'm super grateful that this whole charity thing happened because I feel like we all met some people that we wouldn't have met otherwise. We all met some people that I never would have rated otherwise. Would have never rated me otherwise. So. I know last week you were saying you were working on some desks for some kids that were doing some homeschooling, but yeah, man, how are you? How is everything? How are you? I'm doing great. Hi, what is going on, Cheryl? Welcome in. How are you? I also bought one of those wind filters. Hell yeah. I think Kafidget was the one that like basically put me on it, right? He was like, yo, you need an air filter for your shop. And I think he got one on an amazing deal. I think it was like a Jet or something he ordered from Rockler or something like that. But, Amazon. I was just putting finish on the school desk. Hell yeah, man. Dude, everyone is saying these school desks are so dope, but I still haven't even seen like a picture of them or anything. Do you have like an Instagram or anything where I could go, where I could see it? We made new friends. That's what I'm saying, Cerise. This was awesome for everyone, right? Not just the foundation, but, the streamers that took part in it as well, right? Maybe you last week we had more viewers than we've had in a really long time, and just the planning of the raid trains, right? Like people, almost everyone got raided, and whenever you were leaving your stream, you had a raid target. So it was a lot of not thinking on our ends, but I think it was really great for everyone, right? I personally learned so much from doing it, right? Just because you guys know I have no idea what I'm doing with technology, right? I am not an OBS wizard like Boyd. I am not a Stream Elements wizard like Sasaki or Momo, right? So, when I had to put a donation bar on my screen, like I had to learn some things. When I had to put a menu of what I was willing to do for the kids, like I had to learn some things. So I think the events of last week definitely made me a better streamer. What's good, man? I need an air filter for sure. Everything is quite good. That is great to hear, man. Air filter makes such a difference. I have like half a picture on Insta. Should I post a link? Yes, absolutely, Snake Eye. Please do. Yeah, not sure I should have ended up here. Not sure I would have ended up here without Stream Heroes. That's what I'm saying, man. It is crazy, right? And you know the fact that it wasn't just makers and crafters that were streaming, right? We had gamers, we had just chatters, we had cooking people, music, science and tech. Like it was just a freaking amazing collaboration. So, thinks we forgot about the onesie. Think, have you never been more mistaken, sir? Um, met some great new folks. That's exactly what I'm saying, man. Ooh, I love this. I love this jig. What is this for? Sorry, I'm being really creepy. Oh, I don't have Instagram on this computer. Oh, I don't know my password. Oh, hell yeah. That is a nice ass looking table saw and outfeed table. Sorry, I'm being real creepy right now. Dude, you're like super legit. What, mate? You what? No, but these are gonna look amazing. How large are these? But yeah, I would love to. Oh, here in the background, guys. See, you guys aren't astute. You guys don't look at things like I do. Here in this one, in the background, you can see the completed school desks, and those are super badass. Those are like bringing back like memories of like high school for me. I've always wanted one of those, like, I don't know what they're called. It's like a little desk with the chair attached to it. I've never cracked my back better on anything in my entire life. Maybe I should find one of those. The jig is to make the angled groove for a tablet holder. Oh, hell yeah. That is freaking awesome, man. And yes, if I could have afforded it, that's the router I would have bought. Because um, I didn't even know what a router was, and then my friend let me borrow his. And by borrow, mean he brought it to my house, and I watched him use it in front of me. And I was like, oh, I need a router. So actually, a router was one of my first woodworking tools, even though I had no idea what I was doing with it. Thank you so much, Easy Valdez, for Ez Valdez, sorry, for the lurk. I seriously do appreciate that. And if you guys don't know, we actually, when I was in there making the commands for the Tiltify stuff, we made a new command. It's called unlurk. That is so freaking awesome, man. I freaking love to see what other people are doing on the making projects and stuff. Like it's just so I've never made a router jig in my entire life. So seeing things like that, maybe we take some inspiration for that from some point. But my friend actually needs this router table, so I do have one in real life woodworking friend. He was kind of the first person that, like, when I was first starting out, he was one of the first people I ever asked like a real woodworking question to, right? Um, and he is a way better woodworker than me. He's been doing it for a long time. And the only thing is, he used to use a makerspace here in Vegas. So, I mean, there was just this amazing wood shop in Vegas that, they had everything. They had floor standing planers, drum sanders,